Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Roy Bradle, and this video is my microteaching project for Liberty University's English 607 class, fall semester 2019. My topic is conducting the writing conference. As teachers of composition, our goal is to help our students achieve their fullest potential relative to writing. There are a variety of strategies that can be utilized to help students become better writers. A writing conference is but one strategy of many. However, it is one that can be beneficial to not only the student, but you as the teacher. My learning goals for this lesson are as follows. Upon completion of this lesson, you should 1. Understand what a writing conference is. 2. Be able to articulate the purpose of the writing conference. 3. Describe how a writing conference can benefit the participants. And 4. Be able to successfully conduct a writing conference. I am a firm believer in practical applications, so at the end of this lesson, we're going to practice conducting a brief writing conference with our fellow students. This exercise is designed to provide you with the experience of discussing your fellow students' weaknesses and strengths relative to writing. As this exercise unfolds, I would ask that you provide suggestions that aid your students in improving their writing. Additionally, I will ask you to write a brief summary of your findings and the suggestions that you provided your fellow student at the end. To start us off, what exactly is a writing conference? Well, first of all, it's a tool. It's a tool that you can utilize to gain a better understanding of the student and the thoughts around the assignment itself. What does he or she think about the assignment? What challenges are they having in completing that assignment? And do they understand the purpose of the assignment? Additionally, it allows you an opportunity to provide any clarifications for the student. It helps to ensure that students understand what the objectives of the assignment are. There are a couple of different types of writing conferences you can perform. The first of which, the one that we're probably most familiar with, is the student-teacher conference. This is an opportunity to establish some rapport with a student and credibility as well, understanding how a student approaches the task that will provide you with an understanding of how to best help that student. Each student is different, as you well know. When you sit down with a student on a one-on-one basis, it demonstrates your interest in their success. Your approach, which we will discuss in detail later, will determine how you are perceived as a teacher and whether or not you have established the credibility necessary to ensure that the student is open to constructive criticism from you. Another version of conferences is your peer-to-peer conference, and this is an opportunity for your students to work on a variety of different skills. Social skills, talking with each other, sharing ideas, collaborative skills, critical thinking skills, etc. This engages the students and then helps them become better writers themselves as they learn from each other, as they learn to look at a fellow student's work objectively. It is best to ensure they are critiquing the writing and not focusing so much on individual sentence type errors such as grammar, spelling, etc. Have them focus on the content of the writing. Next, we discuss the purpose of the writing conference. We've covered some of this already, but I want to note that the writing conference provides you an opportunity to reinforce the learning objectives. It's also an opportunity to identify things that the students have done well as areas of opportunity for improvement. Writing conferences afford students also an opportunity to ask questions they may be afraid to ask in front of their classmates. How can the writing conference benefit the participants? The writing conference is an opportunity for the student to learn as well as you, the teacher. Understanding the difficulties that your students may be having will serve to give you insight as to help out that student. This also helps you in the future as you formulate your lesson plans and guide discussions in the classroom. You will find through experience that you start to tailor your lessons to common challenges your students face on a regular basis. This helps you to become a better teacher overall. From the student's perspective, it's an opportunity to gain a better understanding of the assigned task. Through the one-on-one interaction, you have an opportunity to establish rapport. This engenders trust and confidence in their teacher, thereby making them much more receptive to any guidance that you may provide. In peer-to-peer conferences, the benefits are potentially enhanced as the students will learn from each other as well as from you, the teacher. After performing peer-to-peer conferences, a teacher-guided discussion is recommended, and it also helps to bring out a sense of belonging and participation with the entire class. The important component here is to draw feedback from every student whenever possible. Now to the fun part. How does one properly conduct a writing conference? One of the first things to remember when conducting a writing conference is that this is a personal thing for the student. You as a teacher are going to be providing course corrections and guidance, but you need to be concerned with how it is received. How you approach the conference will determine its overall success. Your job is to correct what the student is doing. That's what a teacher does. Identifying deficiencies is an important component of teaching. Keep in mind, however, that this could have a negative impact on your student and their openness to your feedback. Not every student is going to be a stellar writer right off the bat, but with a kind and supportive approach, you can have a positive impact. As the student begins to understand and perform as you are guiding them to, providing them with positive feedback as they progress is essential to continued progress. At the beginning of the conference, it is best to establish a rapport with the student. Get to know them, help make them feel at ease. When you're dealing with primary and secondary students, it's best to get down on their level. Sit in a chair right next to them, get knee to knee, get elbow to elbow. This helps remove the appearance of power when standing over a student. Get to know them and help make them feel at ease. Ensure they understand that you are here to help and guide them. As you move further into the discussion, start by discussing what they have done well. Show them that you see the good work they are doing. As you move to corrective actions for some of their work, again, ensure it is done in a manner where they understand you are helping them. Ensure you have buy-in from the student. How do you do this? One of the biggest ways is to help them create their own goals and corrective actions. If they create their own goals and their own corrective actions with your guidance, of course, it makes it more of their idea rather than your idea. This helps to ensure you have buy-in from the student. Mutually agreed upon goals and tasks aid in making improvements. Help them create these goals, and approaching this from a collaborative mindset is essential to preventing the student from feeling as though you're pointing out only their faults. Help them see their own mistakes and figure out how to correct them. As you close out the conference, kind of do things in reverse. Discuss the corrective measures that you are going to take. Again, hopefully these are mutually agreed upon measures, as without buy-in, you will likely not see much improvement. Reinforce the good things they have done well, leave them on a positive note, and ensure they understand that they have the capability of being a good writer. This concludes my microteaching project. I hope you have enjoyed it and gotten more tools to aid you in helping your students realize their full potential relative to writing composition. Thank you and have a great evening.